The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. We're just 2 steps away from the Super Bowl, and we're underway in this NFC divisional matchup. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Pocket isn't holding up. There is the drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack. While the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
This offense already playing from behind as they come up on this one, Brock. 2nd and long. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt coming for the first time. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Ready?
Daniels throwing on 3rd. His first throw is an interception. That is Nick Ebenworthy. And the Seahawks have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
On the gun, Milrow. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
One right down the middle. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Starting on the grounds here, Kronsky Maris. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Daniels. It's Cox. This is Jacory Kronsky-Merritt. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Kronsky-Merritt straight ahead. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop means the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Ready.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. Seahawks with Torrey Horton back deep to return this. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
On the ready.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Warriors 7, 65.
Bill Rowe from the gun. Maybe some nerves. It's an interception on his first pass. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And the Commanders will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why playing this position, you've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
On the set. Let's go now.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Completed to his running back. And they're going to keep moving forward, Bob, down inside the opposing 30. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Offense is set. First and 10. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And this is coming the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped up before that conference title affair.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Go play action here. It's Milrow. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Cougar 19.
Shotgun now for Milrow. He's got it left side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's go now.
Third and short, it's Milrow. Escapes the pocket. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got a first to begin the frame. They'll give up the gut to Walker. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
To the air, Milrow. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. QB keeping this one. Turn into the option on third and short. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Lion.
Milrow with it on first. It's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Milrow. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. That was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Mike Samuel makes the play. He'll get it further downfield after that return as he goes down to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
Commanders take over
Ramp
1st and 10
80.
at the 30-yard line.
Go.
Here's Daniels. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. 2nd and 3 now.
3-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
60 biceps, 60 biceps. Ready?
From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. This is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Lining up now to try the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's Hampton on the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
27-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinals, down. Ready?
Drive begins with a Walker run. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Staying with Walker. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Give it to Krosky Merritt. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They get 35 out of that play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it Up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Commanders currently on top here at Northwest Stadium. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Daniels back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Ready, go!
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. And he sure gave us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Ready up!
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Ready? Ready?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this is another incompletion.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Gotta be lying!
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, Milrow. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. 1st down from the 42.
Ready! Move it, 19!
1st down, Seattle.
Hurt!
Here's Milrow to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again! Cameron Curl has it.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth tape down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, he is killing his team.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
17 yards. That's good for a Commanders.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go! Panthers 60! Panthers, go!
Throwing now, Daniels. Gets it through the middle. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Daniels is going to throw again. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Come on!
Second down and 10. Daniels. Running right side by McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Daniels to throw on fourth. It's caught by McLaurin. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. To throw again, it's Daniels. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders will add to their lead at the end of the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 3-possession lead. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's Hampton on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Tackle made by Trey Amos. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Textbook hitch right. Send him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
And they pick him off again. Cameron Curl has it. And the Commanders are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might have more power. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get caught in the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch of my head.
Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Here we go, set.
They send a man in motion. First down throw here from Milrow. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
And the Seahawks first down.
They go play action on first down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Into the hands of Harrison. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. First down from 41.
Here we go. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Forced out to his right. And this is thrown to the sideline and well out of play. I think this could draw the grounding call here. And yep, that flag is out. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
He's going deep. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Starts his return from the 23. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
Get it. Ready.
Now it gives Akowski Merritt running left. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
A gain of 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Check. 60 in, trap 60, Mustang 19.
Daniels now. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks take over as he reports his 10th career INT.
Hold the ready.
New set of downs from the 37.
Come on.
Milrow from the gun. He rolls to his right. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, Milrow. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself. This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a nickel look from the Commanders. Third down.
7 5. Here we go. Set.
Now it's Milrow. Chased out to his right. He's making a bid for it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback where he could scramble for the first.
Ready, set.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth.
18. Count to 50.
Trying for it with Milrow. Escapes the pocket. He's going to run for it. He only needed a couple, and that's exactly fake opera. The most impressive game. It's a big one all the same. That gets him a fresh set of downs.
And the Seahawks, first down. 2 yards on the play. First down, Seattle.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Milrow with it on first. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line, and then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to him. Fights his way through a tackle. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. I mean, some lucky fan. And all in a heck of a souvenir. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That's going to be dropped off with Krosky Merritt. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down. The Commanders going field goal here. 1 for 1 so far. This is from 40. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that extends the lead to 20.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the second down. Good play action here. It's Milrow. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Absolutely fires this one right side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's got it all the way down to the 12. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Seahawks have it, facing a deficit. We could be witnessing the end of their playoff run. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. And again, it's Darnold. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing is Darnold on third down. He brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Looking quickly here. Washington calls it second timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Now can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. Forced out to his right. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. Getting 24 yards on that one. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during the game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They're going to run again here with Crosby Merritt. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Running once again with Crosby Merritt. And this hasn't been a common sight of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Check 50, check Hawk 70, Hawk 30.
3rd and long for him here. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 39-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. It's cut right side by Watson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2.
To the gun, here's Darnold. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
1st and 10. Darnold. Headed out right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Okay,
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. to the air on 3rd and long. And they pick him up again. Picked off Trey Amos. And the Commanders take over as he records his 10th career INT.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Krosky Merritt on 1st down. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. He cuts it back right. He'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
On the counter, Krosky Merritt. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone block. He's down at that 17-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Washington 1st down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Giving this to Krosky Merritt. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Back-to-back carries here. He stopped just before he can move those chains. That brings up 4th and short.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Ready.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Back to the well again. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders.